Hey guys, Aqua Duelist here. This time, for this discussion video, we're gonna go back into the more competitive scene with this one, as opposed to last week. Um, but this discussion video, we're talking about the artifact engine. Um, and for those of you who don't know what this does, the idea is it locks your opponent out of their extra deck for a turn, and with the way the game is now, with links running about, a lot of decks are heavily extra deck reliant. The only decks I can think of that aren't is that this really wouldn't hurt is True Dracos, Monarchs, and it could possibly slightly hit stun decks and Paleos. Like, it doesn't super hurt those two, but it essentially hinders their plays a little bit because Paleos like to make totally awesome. So yeah. But without further ado, we're gonna just get more into this. So for the engine, you play one Scythe. You can run two. I'm just doing one. And 3 Artifact Sanctums. But the idea is you set Artifact Sanctum. You go first, set the Sanctum. Your opponent's turn, as soon as they start on their turn, you flip your face up, and you special summon Scythe from the deck, and Scythe doesn't allow, when Scythe is summoned for the rest of the turn, your opponent can't special summon monsters from their extra deck, which is honestly really strong right now in this meta, especially against Gokis. I'm actually quite surprised how little this engine's being run. I know there's a lot of answers to Gokis right now, with the biggest two being Sphere Mode, and the other one, Mega Chimera, was like Mega Fleet Chimera, however exactly it is, and citing Cyber Dragons. But those are both really good. And I would say probably Spear Mode is probably the number one out of those two. But this engine is I feel is very underrated, and it's not seeing the play I feel like it should. Now, as for how much does this engine cost, it's very budget friendly. You can pick up, Simo did a video a little while ago about competitive cards you can get for $5 or under, and he mentioned this engine. This engine isn't under $5 anymore. You're probably looking to spend more, about 6 or 7, with Scythe rounding or going to about $2-3 a piece, or $2-3.50 a piece, depending on which rarity. I decided to go with the ultra rare over the supers, and I spent like an extra 50 cents, so it was like a little over $3. And then Artifact Sanctums, you have ultras and secrets, and the secrets were actually printed, was it this year or last year's Battle Legends? BLR. Okay, so Light's Revenge, that's last year's battle pack. And they're roughly around about $1 to $1.50. I actually had one of these, so I only had to order 2, and those are about $1.50. So you're going to be looking more around $6 or $7 right now, which isn't too much of an increase. I would actually definitely recommend picking up probably a set or two of this engine. Just how strong it is ridiculous, and it's just surprisingly not seeing as much play as you would think. But what are y'all's thoughts on this engine? Do you feel like do you guys feel like Spear Mode and the little Cyber Dragon engine is better? Do you feel that this is better? What are your guys' opinions? Do you guys also think this is a underplayed engine, or underrated engine? I'm actually really curious to what you guys think. Honestly, I feel like this might be the better of the three. But meta says otherwise. But go ahead, hit that like button if you like this video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content. And hit that notification button so this way when more content comes out, you'll get notified. We like to do deck profiles. We like to talk about the decks. We like to do card discussions on these more underrated, really good cards and such. So, hey, if this sounds like what you're into or what you like, that's what we're doing right now. So, thank you guys for watching.